Hi, I'm Lou Frutuoso from Connecticut Shotgun Manufacturing Company. Folks, hardly a week goes by that I don't get a phone call or I don't get an email from someone that has a CSMC or Winchester Model 21 they can't put together. Many times the reason is that they've dry fired the gun without the forend on, or sometimes the two-barrel set, or sometimes there's multiple forends to the gun, and what's happening is that when they put the forend on, the mechanism is trying to cock and it can't be done. Today we're going to talk about how to solve this problem, get you out of a mess. This is a CSMC Model 21. Again, for this discussion, it's the same as the Model 21 Winchester. As you can see, the gun is not loaded. This is how we disassemble the gun. At this point, the gun will go back together perfectly. Install the barrels on the receiver, and you install the forend on the barrels. Perfect. Now here's the problem. Again, the gun's not loaded. I have just dry fired the gun without the forend on. Now what's happened is the forend mechanically doesn't know that the gun's been fired. And when you go to put the forend back on the gun, it won't go back on. Because as you're trying to put it on, it's trying to compress the springs and reset the mechanism. It just can't happen. So this is how we solve the problem. First of all, you have to diagnose the problem. Quickly looking at this, you can see both firing pins are protruding from the standing breech on the gun. And the cocking arms are very stiff. These cocking arms are what mechanically communicate to the forend that the gun has been fired or it has not been fired, and also is the mechanism that cocks the mechanism in the forend. So this is how we solve the problem. Firstly, get a block of wood. Not your wife's, your mother's living room table, as you will ruin it. What we have to do is cock each of these arms individually. When we cock these arms, and we're going to rotate them on this piece of wood, and it's going to cause the firing pins to cock, and they will protrude. They will go back into the hole. Here's the first one. Note that I'm leaning the receiver in this angle, and I'm pushing down it very, very carefully. You've just heard the mechanism cock. In fact, you can see the firing pin is now been reset. Now we're going to do this with the right side. Again, you heard it click, and there it is. Both firing pins have been cocked and they're back in the firing pin holes. We're going to put the gun together very carefully. Put the forend back on. And there you have it. That's how this problem is solved. Thank you.